Hey, so in this quick video right here, I just want to share my thoughts and my opinions on pretty much what's going on in this world, where this world is heading to and towards, and basically this whole transitioning phase in this world. I really feel this world would never be the same, you know? A lot of people have already been impacted in this world, you know, financially and physically, you know, when it come down to it. Some people out here have actually died from this virus. You know, some people have actually lost their jobs during this tragic moment. You know, so this is a very serious moment. And I just want you guys to realize out there, you got to start taking it very serious right now. You know, so I'm gonna put out my thoughts and my opinions when it comes to what's going on in this world. Look, this world is shifting to an actual online based business. It's shifting to working from home. There's a lot of you out there right now that your employer is letting you work from home right now. And I believe that's just where the world is going. So you guys have to start preparing yourself out there for working from home. Some of you guys are working from home right now, so that means that you might have time to start building your actual home-based business. Just think about that. So I'm gonna give you guys five basically home-based businesses that you guys could build from your home in the trucking industry. So these 5 businesses I know for a fact, because I actually make money in 2 or 3 of them. And the other 2 or 3 is just ideas. So I just want to put these ideas out there to you guys. Maybe this will help you, you know, in the long run, whether it's for you to just build some additional income with some of these ideas, or it could potentially build you a business out of it. So I'm about to take off for this run, go get my thoughts together, and I'm gonna come back on this content. Man, let's get off into this content. Hot out here. Woo! I love sweating. Hey, so let's roll off into this I was gonna say content. I mean this content for today. So, man, I'm gonna just put you guys up on a few things that I think about, you know, in the industry, you know, especially when it comes to trucking. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing about me. Man, I got this desire and this passion, and it burns for trucking. Maybe just because I grew up around it. You know, I just love the trucking industry, and I'll never get out of it. And I believe in the trucking industry too, because I do believe that you cannot cut the supply line off. Meaning that trucking, sometimes in trucking, we will face times when the freight rates are low. I get it. When fuel prices are high, I get it. You know, but once you cut the supply line off, that's when the world will go down. So I believe in trucking. I believe in what I do. You know, so that's why I'm gonna give you guys 5 basically ideas, you know, and some business ideas where you guys could earn some additional income, or, you know, grow a big business out of it. So the first one is becoming a BOC3 processing agent. So some of you guys out there are saying, Manny, what is a BOC3 processing agent? You know, so basically that's not really the word. It's not really called a BOC3 processing agent. It's just basically called a processing agent. But you guys will be doing it for BOC3s, you know, when it comes to trucking. So every owner operator out here that goes out and start their own authority, their own MC motor carrier number, they have to go through a processing agent to get their BOC3 put on file with the FMCSA, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. So what they have to do is, once they complete their application with the FMCSA, they have to get commercial insurance on file and also a BOC3. So that BOC3 is basically going to come from a processing agent. And that processing agent will charge you anywhere from about $25 to $50 per transaction. But I could tell you guys, it only takes like 1 to 2 minutes to process this transaction. So as a processing agent, what you're going to do is basically become a company that can accept legal documents for that company. So let's just say if that company that you just processed that BOC3 for, if they ever need to get any type of mail from like the court systems, any type of subpoenas, or, you know, any type of legal documents, it's going to go through that processing agent, and then it's going to go to the actual company. Because the system, how it's designed, is they want to make sure that you receive that legal paperwork. So they can mail it straight to you or whatever, but they're going to feel that you're going to make an excuse. So what they're going to do is give it to the processing agent, and then from that processing agent, they're going to actually give that paperwork to you. So that's what a processing agent is. These guys are making anywhere from about $25 to about $50 per transaction, but like I say, it's only about a 2-minute transaction. So the way that you could become a processing agent is you just have to get certified. And there's a lot of information on Google. It's pretty vague right now, but the way that you can get certified is just call up the FMCSA and get details from them. And they'll tell you how you guys could become a certified processing agent. And trust me, whatever it is, it's going to be super easy. You know, this is a business that I thought about, you know, as like a side hustle within trucking. But I just do other things, you know, so that's why I'm just giving these ideas right now. Will I do it one day? Possibly. But I know by me giving out this information right now, I could potentially help someone acquire another source of income right now, or, you know, build a big business out of doing it. So that's number one, become a processing agent. Number two will become a permitting agency. So by me saying a permitting agency, basically these flatbeds and these step deck trailers out here, these RGNs, removable goosenecks for heavy hauls, they have to get permits for every state, you know, that they go through. So oversized, over with permits. You have to get every state that you cross as a trucker. So a lot of owner operators out there depend on permitting agencies to acquire these permits for them, you know. So if you guys could learn how to get permits for every state, you guys could turn that into a side hustle. You guys could turn that into a business out there, which could be a very lucrative business, because how it works is your permitting agency will charge a certain dollar per state. So let's just say you want to charge your owner operator $20 per state to get the actual permits. So you'll make $20 for every state. So just imagine if you got a trucker that's going through 4 or 5 states. You just made you a quick $100 just by knowing how to get the permits. Sometimes in life, it's all about just knowing how to do something. And you know, $20, it might not sound like it's a lot, but just imagine how many of those permits you're going to be doing every day, especially once you become very proficient at what you're doing. You guys can start making hundreds of dollars every day, and potentially thousands. Just depends on how big you scale the business up, you know. So this is another idea that I thought about, in which I have done it before and charged people, but I haven't built an actual business out of it. But I'm just putting it out there to you guys right now. It's something that you guys can consider. So go out, figure out how you're going to get those permits, and then build a business around it. The third idea will be, what's the third idea? Man, I didn't lost that third idea. What's the third idea? I don't know. I just was trying to go off the top. Anyway, let's roll into the fourth and the fifth one. So the fourth one is starting your dispatch company. You know, that's a given. You guys can learn how to become dispatchers, and you can start your dispatching company so that you can start dispatching for owner operators out there. And then that'll be a way that you could build a big business too, is by starting your actual dispatching company. So you guys have heard me talk about dispatching, and the fifth one is starting your freight brokerage. So that's another, you know, home-based business that you guys can start out there. So these are just ideas. You got permitting agency, become a BOC. Oh, that third one just came back, but I'm about to go through it one more time. Permitting agency, start getting actual oversized over with permits, you know, per state for owner operators. Become a processing agent so that you guys can start filing those BOC3s for future new owner operators. Man, there's plenty of people every day getting authorities, plenty of people every day starting up trucking companies and getting their authority. Dispatching and freight brokering. Start your dispatch company, start your freight brokerage. And then that third one is to start doing IFTA for owner operators. Start calculating up their IFTA quarterly. That's the good part about IFTA too, is that IFTA is due every quarter. So if you guys don't know what IFTA is, it's basically International Fuel Tax Agreement. So every quarter, every owner operator out here has to pay fuel taxes. So it's per state too. Sometimes owner operators could get away with not having to pay anything. And then most of the time, if you have to pay something as an owner operator, it's a very small fee. The most I've ever paid for like a quarter was like, I believe like $15 or $20. So it's not as expensive for a trucking company, but for the business owner who has created the business to actually start doing owner operators IFTA, it could be a very lucrative business out there for you guys, because you could start charging all your owner operators a set amount of money to complete their IFTA. And trust me, IFTA is very easy. I know a lot of you owner operators right now that's watching this video, you're still letting someone else do your IFTA for you, which IFTA is pretty easy. So for you guys out there who want to get into the business to start an actual company where you're just doing IFTA, charging a set amount. So basically IFTA is just like taxes, but it's very simple. I'll tell you guys my story. When I first started, my accountant actually used to do my IFTA for me until I found out, like, man, I could do this by myself, but also I could build a business out of it. So right now I'm just trying to give you guys business ideas. And some people will say, well, Manny, man, why are you giving all these ideas? Because the thing about life is that most people won't give you ideas out here, you know. But the thing about me, I don't care what I say when it comes to me being on this camera. I could give you guys the whole game from A to Z. But like I tell you guys, only 1 out of 1,000 of you guys who watch these videos will actually execute. And that's just a proven fact. So I could tell you everything. I could tell you how to make the money. I could give you all my thoughts in my mind, but you would never out hustle me. And that's how I feel too, you know, because I'm giving you guys the ideas. So I know that you would never out hustle me, but I know and I'm confident in myself to at least give you guys some ideas too, because there's a lot of people out here that won't give you any type of ideas. So man, that's 5 ideas right there that you guys can actively start making money. And like I say, right now, trucking is in demand. Man, I've been reading so many articles lately that they're looking for truck drivers. And the reason why they're looking for truck drivers is because it's a shortage on truck drivers. And now it's a demand for trucking. Now they need this freight to start being hauled. And just wait till these businesses start opening back up. Man, trucking is about to be crazy, because I feel the freight rates are already going up and the fuel prices going down. And then eventually the commercial insurance companies, they can't be charging that expensive rate. You know, they out here charging people 25, 30,000 $100+ every year just for one truck. Trust me, eventually that ain't about to be happening. So these commercial insurance companies out here, eventually they gonna drop the price, you know? So that's just my outlook and my take on what's happening right now. Those are some ideas you guys right now could start making money, because like I say, this world is moving to an actual home-based type of work environment, whether you're working for somebody. And if you're working for somebody working from home, man, you better be focused on how you're going to start working on yourself and working on your business, because now in life, even though we're going through this chaotic time, it's no excuses. You know, this is a wake-up call for a lot of people. It's a wake-up call for me, you know? So, man, if anybody have any questions out there, hit me up on my email, broker@managedtrans.com. Go visit my website, www.extraordinarymovement.com. Go get you 30-day free trial with DAT. Go sign up with TAFS, Transcend Financial Services. If you guys are looking for a factoring service, everything is in the description box below. CEO, commit, execute, and be obsessed. Everybody be great out there.